Hello there, and welcome to a cheeky little bonus video. So, obviously, I've already done a video on free archetypes, um, but I kind of touchstoned on free archetypes in the previous video when I was doing like the big rundown on Pathbuilder2 and why it was cool and useful. And I thought, well, there's an opportunity actually to kind of show off free archetypes and show off Pathbuilder2's kind of flexibility in the paid for version, because obviously in the previous video when I just talked about Pathbuilder2 exclusively, I was kind of coming from a if you're a free user and a core player. So let's have a quick kind of tinker with the free archetype, which will revolutionize your game. I'm using it in my current Roman campaign. There's a video coming out on that Roman campaign that I'm currently running, hopefully this weekend. That's my general plan. But yeah, so I thought, why not show off the benefits of not only Pathbuilder 2 but also free archetypes, and why it's worth, as a GM, strongly considering using it, and also as players having a bit of a chat with your GM and saying, hey, look, is this something we could look at, if not this campaign, in the next one? Because it's a really great change up, and you'll see why as we jump in. So here we are back in the game. Now, this is obviously just going to quickly show you how we would add it. Well, actually, no, let's not do that because I've already got a character on here, Haldrick Gotter, that we're making. Or there's now this character here is one that I'm currently using, and he has free archetype, as do these two. But I'm not going to show one of those. I'm going to show you another one of my silly, it's fun and quirky characters. So, Cleric. Everyone knows and loves the Cleric, the healer extraordinaire par excellence. You need him. No one necessarily always wants to play him, but he's damned useful. Now, back into our view options. So, because I've got the paid version, and like I said, stipulations, you would have to pay for the app. It's not much to get the full features, but it's well worth it. Dual classing obviously literally slaps a second class on quite heavy-handedly, and that will put quite a strong kilter on an advantage to the players, whereas the free archetypes just gives them a nice little buff without making them too redonkulous. If you're watching this as GM and thinking, he's about to completely and utterly dismantle my game with his madness, these are official rules from the Games Master's Guide. So, Pies are happy with them, and so am I, and you will be too as we move forward. So, we have now enabled free archetype mode. Still using all the books because why would you not want more content? So I said we were a cleric. What kind of cleric? Well, I don't know if you're going to be all necessarily even vaguely aware of the movies I'm talking about. There's a great series of movies where Clint Eastwood plays like a bit of a brawly kind of street fightery kind of bare knuckle boxing guy. And he travels around America, and he has an orangutan mate, literally actually an orangutan called Clyde. Left turn, Clyde. I can't remember for the life of me the name of the films now, but I remember watching them when I was younger and being just like absolutely wrapped up in this bizarre world where literally Clint Eastwood hung out with an orangutan called Clyde. So why not make that a cleric? How? Clerics don't get animal companions. Quite correct, they don't. Until we unleash the power of archetypes. Now, first thing we're going to have to do, free archetypes, like archetypes, kick in as an option at level 2. So let's make our character level 2 by simply setting level, going to level 2. Now we need to come back to build. Human ancestry, background, barkeep. I'm not fussed about those, but we do need to do some filling in of de blancs. So our class buff is wisdom. Um, we're going to be a fighty cleric whose best mate is an orangutan. Is my general thoughts on this. So what else do we need to buff to make that work? We need more wisdom if we're going to be a useful cleric. And then we're just going to be super crazy. And that. Is that? Do we like that? We like that. Okay, that'll do. So we've got half decent strength, we've got a pretty meaty con, we've got a good strong wisdom, and we've got reasonable dex, and then we've kind of casually slid out and ignored intelligence and charisma. Doesn't matter. We don't have to be the sharpest, most charismatic tool in the box. Why? Because our mate is an orangutan, and that's a talking point. So let the madness continue. We need to pick some skills. What would be half useful? No, we haven't got nature. We're going to need nature if we're going to be animal companion-y. Just to qualify for the class, to be honest with you, that I'm thinking about taking. But that's a nice little place to start, a little cheeky. What else is going to be useful? If we're a cleric that hangs out with an orangutan, what else we're going to need? I'm not going to bother with medicine because I've already got a thought on the fact that I've got nature. I like the fact we've got law alcohol. That's quite amusing. We've got diplomacy, so we can explain to people why we have got a monkey as a mate. I'm going to go athletics. Always useful to be able to run, jump, climb trees. Have we got any more? No. Oh, we only have one because, yeah. Oh, monkeys. We're not very. We haven't really incentivized ourselves here, have we? Let's try and refine ourselves. So we're a cleric, farmhand, constitutional wisdom, athletics and farming law skill. Oh, okay, that was what I was expecting. I thought maybe that would be a bit naturey. Hermit, nature. He was a bit of a loner. Not that you could be a hermit and have a best mate who's an orangutan, so again, that doesn't make much sense. I don't want to be a hunter and have a best mate as an orangutan, because that's a bit mean, isn't it? Like, oh, I hunt animals. By the way, he's my mate, he's an animal. What else have we got? Tax collector. No one wants to be the evilest background in the game. No one wants to be an evil tax collector. Herbalist. Natural medicine. That was the skill feat I was going to take for the nature skill. Oh, okay, let's be an herbalist cleric. So, and then we're going to throw that in athletics. We've already got nature. We've already got herbalism. Religion, because we're an herbalist that believes in God. And then I'm going to go with what's got a good buff to it? See, I don't need medicine. I've patched that. Acrobatics, stealth, survival. Alright, we're going to be a traveller who travels the lands with an orangutan, much like Clint Eastwood's character travels America, bare knuckle fighting in different pubs. Ancestry feat. Natural ambition, tribal bond, unconventional weaponry. You're telling me, mate. Best mates and orangutan. Gloom seer. You gain low light vision. That is funky, isn't it? Devil's advocate. General training. First level general feat. Yeah, human. That's classic human, isn't it? That is classic human. What's my general feat going to be? I hang out with an ape, and he has taught me through his Shaolin orangutan skills the ability to fight and climb. Combat climber it is. Bosh. Heritage. What's that one? Your ingenuity allows you to train in a wide variety of skills. You become trained in one skill of your choice. That is useful. I'm not very skillful. That plugs a hole. Oh, thank you very much. I'll have that. Divine fonts. We're good. So we're going healing. Doctrines. War priest, because we want to be fighty. So, now, can we choose unarmed? Have we got to that? Are we ready for that? Because that would, I mean, that's just really stupid. Let's see, it says special unarmed. Gorilla slam. I just want regular unarmed. I don't know which one it would be. Now, in theory, it's a D4. Skilled heritage. This is picking my extra skill. No, idiot. The herbalist. That gave me nature. You're trained in nature, herbalism law, and you gain the natural medicine skill through. Banging, really happy with that. So I don't need to worry about that. I've got religion. Maybe society? No, let's go acrobatics. We hang out with a monkey. We need athletics, acrobatics, that kind of shizzle, don't we? We've got a deity. We've got divine spellcasting, so we can read about those. Remember, perks and benefits of this. We can get access to all our stuff that we need to know about. Natural medicine. Treat wounds. If you're in the wilderness, you might have easy access to fresh ingredients, allowing you to gain a +2 circumstance bonus on your trek to treat wounds using nature. See, you already know what I'm about. I'm not your regular run-of-the-mill cleric. Oh no. Oh, definitely not. Deadly simplicity. Boom, there it is. I knew I could do it. Increase the damage size by 1 step. So I'm taking that because now I can buff that to that. Is that correct? Yes, because the rules told me. Now, obviously, I would actually have to be picking a deity that had unarmed as a favourite ability. In this case, my deity is the Clint Eastwood character that roamed the land with a monkey punching people in pub bare knuckle boxing fights. So it's strictly not canon, unless referring to that movie. What's this? A free archetype? Oh, what is the DM allowing in this madness? Trained in nature is the prerequisite for the Beastmaster. You gain the services of a young animal companion. Sold. Certain Beastmaster feats can give you primal focus spells. So I'm building a crazy hybrid druid kind of beast warrior-y focused cleric. Why not? Go mad. Go mad. Forager. Not trained in survival. Probably an oversight on my part. Oh no, I did become trained in survival. Hefty hauler, pilgrim's token. Survey wildlife. You can study details in the wilderness to determine the presence of nearby creatures. And spend 10 minutes assessing the area around you and find out what creatures are nearby. I like that. I like the fact that, or do we go Titan Wrestler and Titan Tag Team Wrestle Ogres as a bare knuckle boxing fighting cleric and his orangutan mate? Ah, sold. Sold. Now, how do we do our animal companion? Oh, now remember in the first video, because this obviously is the bonus video of the day, we were talking about like all these tabs along here, and we were saying that this is about, and it's clarifying stats, and I fill all my alignment stuff in, and then we've got my defences. Look at me, you know. Oh, now I can use some armour. I can show you about armour, can't I? Let's say he wears scale mail. The mail of scale instantly buffs my armour class, takes it into account for me. I can use a shield if I want. So let's say we're now level 2, we could afford a metal shield, so that clarifies all that for us. That would go up to 20. That's its hardness, its hit points, its break threshold. Lovely. Add weapons. Now, again, to clarify these, look, unarmed, there it is, lizard folk. Special. 1d6 special unarmed, because we've been able to, using those feats, buff our unarmed damage to a d6. I don't need to buy it. Crane Wing, Cobra Fang, Falling Stone, Gorilla Slam, Stumbling Swing. So we can give ourselves that because I don't have to pay for my hands. I think we can all agree we own them. There they are. That's all he's having. That's all he needs. Because I always do this. Sorry, I'm a real nerd for this. You have to have some equipment, otherwise you're not a character. Skills, we have them. They are there. Spells, obviously we need to pick some spells. But more importantly, pets. Now, young badger. I'm not having a young badger. I'm having an arboreal sapling. No, I'm having an ape. Because we're having Clyde, the impeccable animal companion, at level 2, even though we're a cleric. Because, well, look, 25, he can climb. Guess what? I took Combat Climber as my ridiculously silly feat that I got. Where has it gone? Yeah, look, general training. I was trained by my monkey. I wasn't training the monkey. No, Clyde was training me in the art of Combat Climber. So you can see how it instantly adds some very kind of fun, cool stuff that you can slap into a party. And obviously, importantly, I could have gone through, let's go back to the old free archetype of Schmuckler. And, you know, I already had that silly idea for this character. I do like a silly idea. But I could have been a celebrity. I could have been a detective. I could have been a druid. I mean, I've given him a very strong druid feel just because I knew I was going to need the nature skill to get the Beastmaster dedication that I chose. And there is a little bit of planning you will have to have. But again, what's this app doing? It's enabling me to, on the fly, especially if we were dropping into a campaign and the DM was just like, hey Phil, you've got an hour before the session, and you need to have a level 8 character, otherwise, no dice. You could just sit on here and be like, bim, 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 change, tweak, change, tweak. Here's my character, level 8, jobs. I mean, obviously I've only done to level 2, but what happens when you get to level 4? This is where it gets exciting. Instead of, well, it's already here. Look, the free archetype. There it is. So normally it would just be a skill feat and a class feat, but oh no, it is the free archetype. Now, when we click on it, the first thing you think is, well, this doesn't make any sense because I've chosen a dedication. But again, we go up here, we go to archetype class feats, and then we can have additional companion. We have a second. He gets a girlfriend in one of those ridiculous films that I keep banging on about that I can't remember the name of, where Clint Eastwood travels with his orangutan buddy around America bent up for fighting. At one point, Clyde, the orangutan, gets a girlfriend. So you could suddenly play on that part of the movie, or you could do heal animal, or you could do mature beast master companion. All of your animal companions grow up becoming mature and gaining additional capabilities during an encounter. Even if you don't use command an animal action, your animal companion can still use one action on your turn to either stride or strike. So don't worry, you can burn all your 3 actions being a silly, druidy, clericy, bare knuckle boxing, brawling, herbalist, cleric boxer, whilst Clyde gives someone a bit of a slap, or moves over to someone ready to next turn give them a bit of a slap. So I think that is where I would go at level 4, maximum monkey slappage for my cleric. And then obviously when we got to that level, you can see obviously auto calculating. It's 1d8 plus 3. Clyde's a beast. And he's only young, so obviously all that will go up. I think that becomes a d10. A d10 of monkey slapping. Who doesn't want that in their life? Obviously you can add equipment, so you can give Clyde a machine gun. You can't give Clyde a machine gun, they don't exist in this rule. But obviously this is the kind of stuff that you can typically give them. A bomber's saddle. What on earth? But quickly covered the races cavalry. This leather saddle is made from cave worm hide. It is designed to fit a variety of flying steeds. So, well, unfortunately for us, Clyde is just a regular old orangutan, who we can make inconspicuous. But yeah. Anyway, enough of this amusing silliness. Bomber saddle. Why did I even add that? Get rid of it. Thank you. Oh, there you go. I've just showed you how to remove things. So I hope that my wonderfully stupid adventurer, inspired by obscure, I think they were 70s, 80s Clint Eastwood movies where he travelled around America with his mate Clyde the monkey, a bare knuckle boxed, has inspired you too to use the free Archetype and Pathbuilder2e paid for version, don't forget, to build a ridiculously awesomely stupid character like mine and monkey slap and punch your opponents into oblivion. There you go. That is literally how I create characters as well. Like they're just come up with something stupid and funny, and you'll have a blast. And it's not optimized. Who cares? No one who optimizes is going to come up with a character that cool, are they? Have fun with it. Be a bit silly. And I, of course, will see you for the next video, which hopefully this weekend will be a video on my Roman like home campaign, but also like a bit of a waffle about how you two can kind of look at creating historical campaigns. So take care, stay safe, stay well, peace out, enjoy this second bonus video, and I will catch you as usual on the next one. Drop me a like, drop me a subscribe. See you soon. Bye.